Hey guys. Andy Kennedy here with 60 days of toxic truths. And I am excited to talk to you about mindset, of course, is what we're on these 2 weeks. But we're talking about emotion in the body and where it's stored. So if you aren't familiar with Louise Hay and Louise Hay's book, You Can Heal Your Life. It's been around a long time. Its first copyright date was 1984. So the current copy doesn't look like this with this big, beautiful, bright rainbow. Louise is no longer with us, sadly, but her work is and will always be. She's absolutely amazing, and this book is amazing. I've had it since about, I think, 1998. I think it was one of the first books I got in Steamboat. And Crystals by Cordelia. So for all of you Steamboat folks, I had a lot of influence from Cordelia in the early years. Absolutely amazing woman. And her little crystal shop was a very frequented hangout for me. And I would go and she'd talk about things and I'd come home with a book. And so what I have learned from this book is that we store emotion in our body. And I'm sure you've heard that before, right? So what I wanted to unpack was kind of some examples of that and how we can turn that around, support that, mitigate it, whatever. I also want to talk a little bit about the layers of our field. So we are energetic beings and having a human experience, right? And we have our 7 chakras within the body. We have more chakras off the body, but that's a whole other conversation. So we have 7 chakras in the body, and we store energy, pain, history, limiting beliefs in those chakras, and then that can affect things. That's where we kind of store energy. And you want those energy centers moving a lot. We can also store energy in the neck, in our elbows, in our eyes, in our big toe, on our right foot. So this book is a very helpful resource in that regard, to be able to flip to the end. The whole book is awesome. Like this whole section is all about just coming out of, pain and suffering, and how to flip the script on that. But when we get to chapter section, I think it's section 3, chapter 10, then there's a whole resource. Yeah, part 3. I lie. I think it's part 4. Bear with me. No, it's still part 3, I think. The list, it says. Chapter 15. So in this book is this whole list of body parts. So if you've got a body part that's talking to you, probably has a message for you. And let's find one that's common. So, I mean, under A here, it's everything from abdominal cramps to acne to Addison's disease, addictions, allergies, apathy, asthma, right? Athlete's foot. Where we store, so a neck is a common one. I'm going to pull up, or actually, you know what? Back is a good one. A lot of people have back pain. So I'm going to pull up back since I'm already right there on A's and B's. So you go to back. It says back here at the very bottom. And then it gives you, let me go back to the top here. I think it's says probable cause and then new thought pattern. So she gives you a flip the script on it, which is super cool. So for back, probable cause represents the support of life. The affirmation is, I know that life always supports me. But she also has a section here on lower, middle, and upper back. Lower back, fear of money, lack of financial support. The mantra is, I trust the process of life. All I need is always taken care of. I am safe. And repeating those things may sound trite and simple, right? But soothing the body in that way, letting your body know, I hear you. I receive that message. Thank you. And you are cared for. You are loved. You are safe. Middle is guilt, stuck in all that stuff back there. Ooh, I've never sneezed on a live before. First, upper is lack of emotional support, feeling unloved, holding back. And I wanted to pull up neck because I thought it was back, but it might be neck that is Oh no, it's shoulders. I just passed it and was like, oh yeah, no, that's it. Shoulders. Yeah. The burdens of life represents our ability to carry out experiences in life joyously. We make life a burden by our attitude. And the mantra is, I choose to allow all my experiences to be joyful and loving. So, super helpful reference book. I had a friend that was like constantly twisting his ankle when I first got this book. I'd had this book a couple of years, but we're talking literally 20 plus years ago, 22 years ago. He was always twisting his ankle. Nate, great. If you're listening, I'm talking about you. So Nate was always rolling his ankle, twisting his ankle. We go on hikes. He'd come back. My ankle hurts. My ankle hurts. So we looked up ankle and inflexibility and guilt. Ankle represents the ability to receive pleasure. So his mantra was, I deserve to rejoice in life. I accept all the pleasure life has to offer. What I loved about this was that he did that all summer. And by the end of summer, he stopped twisting his ankle. I don't know. I should ask him if he still has ankle issues, but he helped to clear what was stored there, right? Because we store emotion, pain, stories of our past in those particular parts of our body. Not only our body, but our chakras, not only the body and the chakras, but the energetic field. Okay, so our energetic field has 7 layers, just like the chakra system does. The first layer is our etheric field. That's like right here. Okay. Second layer is our emotional field. That's like right here. Then mental, then astral, then etheric template, then celestial, then catheric template. We don't need to talk about those big words right now. I'm just talking about the emotional layer. So sometimes stuff gets stuck like out here. And all we need to do is just clear, run some energy. If you don't know what that means, reach out. I can teach you. It's easy. Just run some energy and let go. Let go of what you feel like you're storing there, the judgment, the guilt, the anxiety, the never enoughism, the perfectionism. We store all of that stuff. And so, like, think about like when you're tensed up, and where is that stored? For me, like I feel it in my stomach when I do make that motion. Obviously, I was clenching my hands, right? So wherever pain is talking to you or inflammation or even just like a hiccup of energy, like I get that hiccup sometimes in my shoulder back here on my shoulder blade, right? So working with the emotional body and the etheric body, and the mental body as well, and the chakras and the aura and all of that to clear helps you feel lighter and brighter. And so, not quite a mindset thing, more of an emotional thing, but I feel like those two run together. So, thanks for watching. More resources in the Facebook group. As always, I'm going to put a little bit about the aura. I'm going to put my aura clearing meditation in the group today. So, I have an aura clearing and a chakra clearing meditation. Super helpful. And then I also have a really cool angel meditation for cutting the cords and letting go of past relationships and things. So thanks for watching. Love you guys. We'll be here tomorrow all week with Mindset.